Good day everybody, Sunfire here of Energize for Success, and in today's video I am looking to open my heart and my soul to reveal some lessons that I am learning and right now, which are kind of vulnerable and personal, but I just felt it would be helpful at this point to reveal talk about it. So last night I was awakened. That's my dog on the bench, by the way. I've got a little chihuahua. How are you up here? How did you get up? Excuse me for the disruption. Last night I was awakened by searing pain and agony in my legs. Really, honestly, if somebody could have chopped them off, it would have been a light relief. It was like spasms, cramps from the bottom of my foot right up to the top of my legs, in both legs. Now I've been having leg pain on the left with the sciatica, which runs down one leg due to a back injury last year. But here it was, both. It was so scary. I didn't feel like I could move. I couldn't get painkillers. I couldn't get water or anything. And yeah, terrifying. And this morning, my good friend, messaged me and just went, "Is everything okay?" It was like she knew. And I went, "Not really, you know." And I said to her I'd had this crippling pains in my legs. So anyway, she came over to see me. She got me water because my legs were hurting so much. And she took my wee dog out. And she said, "You know, you might want to review," using words like crippling. Now I know about the power words, but honestly, I use that word because that's how I felt. But then there is the kind of chronic attachment to that word. It's not like debilitated, you know, it's like more temporary. It has like more chronic associations, though I felt for myself it wasn't chronic. But then in some ways I did feel this despair because I've been working really hard on my health and I'm using all the things that I know and energy work and everything. And I felt like this was a setback and somehow I'd failed and that was it. I've tried everything you can try. I'm not getting anywhere with this. I'm not, you know, this happened about a year ago and then I hit onto a key. It was actually approximately a year ago. It was any day now that this happened where I damaged my back. So the story of that is I went to teach Zumba one night in a super gym here in Edinburgh. And this class at this gym was probably my least favourite class I've ever done. There was not a great energy in there. There was a lot of history in there, a lot of complaining. In some ways, the members were being encouraged and were complaining behind my back. So it's funny, I got a back injury and I came home, went to bed, and in that night, I was in pain in the night, and the next day I couldn't move. Same friend came over and I was crying just about because I couldn't sit, I couldn't stand, there was nowhere, and it was searing sharp pains in the base of my spine. And that was at the point where somewhere between that class and going to bed, I had to slip this disc. It's not sure when, or I could have been just waiting to go, whatever. It was like that's when it hit its crisis point. So she came over and massaged my back for 2 hours, and the chronic pain went from my back. And then the lack of sensation went my legs. So that was like, you know, the back, it's pinching on your nerves, including your sciatica one. So I've been wrestling with that for a year now, trying different things. I kept going with my classes, all this stuff. You know, I've changed, stopped doing classes, gone to a job, and still it doesn't really progress. And then I have like something like that where it's like a major setbacks happen a couple of times, but when it's happening is when I'm getting to the bottom of this. I know this is deep rooted. I think this more involved than just a physical thing. I think when it happened originally, I had just had a massage 2 days before, and I'd said to the woman, "I've got issues locked in that region, in that mid region, lower back, hips," and she did a lot of work there, and it was like I addressed it and then hit crisis. And I have ramped up recently. I've taken on a personal trainer. I've had a therapeutic massage for this. So when I'm addressing it and saying, I'm going to get to the bottom of this and I'm going to clear this out, is when this pain really sears up. So symbolically, I'm seeing this as some deep-rooted fears about hanging on to old ways and old habits. And this fear of moving forward, fear of what's going to come away from this point of injury. And I think it's more than a physical injury now. I think this is a deep-rooted energetic one. And I've also been doing a lot of energy work on healing. So I think I've been addressing the issue with a lot of healing work. Puppy. What are you growling at? Mind, body and soul. And it would be all too easy now just to say, I'm going to quit. This hurts too much. It bloody does hurt. And all the rest of it. For me, I'm not saying that, I'm saying basically if I quit, then I'm accepting the situation that I live with these limitations, I live with fear locked in or whatever it is, or injury locked in, and I'm saying to myself, have the courage to get up and walk through this. And it is symbolic that it is about walking, it's about mobility, stand on your own 2 feet, having a backbone, being, you know, and there's all these associations with being strong and determined. I can't want to be out now. Just bear with. Can I just make a 5-minute movie, guys? So there's all that. At the point that it happened as well, symbolically, the weekend that I did it, not only were there those things that I decided to address it, it was the weekend of a wedding within my family, extended family, or my marital family. And of course, everybody knows me, I'm divorced. This was like family on my ex-husband's side, which I'd had long-term relationships with. And basically, I am now excluded from family events. So, you know, I guess in a way you've heard of stab in the back as well. And I just felt that I had received no support or understanding. You know, when the marriage broke down, that was me. That was a whole, not just losing one person out of my life, but everybody associated. That you know, basically sides were chosen, and I wasn't on that side. And quite right enough, it was his family and his close family that decision was made. So it's like coming to end of those ties and those family and tribal ties. There's quite a lot of, I think, a lot of symbolic stuff that I'm needing to clear out the way, and I'm really bearing my soul here. And but the lessons I'm looking at is having the courage and the commitment and to walk through the pain and see for what it is. It's not crippling, it's not debilitating, it's been purged, it's toxic overload. And, you know, it's having the gumption to just keep going and saying, I'm going to look past this. I've got my eye on the goal. I know where I want to be. I know what kind of person I want to be. There is no going back. There's only walking forward, and I can do this. And this is just fear. It's not real. And keep giving myself that unconditional love. You know, it hurts to go for personal training and stretch and flex into those areas and open them up and all the rest of it. But I can either do that and come out the other side, or I can accept the status quo and build my life around a core of hurt and pain. So that is what I was going to talk about. I've been learning loads of energy techniques as well to help, and I think I've been feeding it all in. You know, the stuffing's knocked out of us, but this morning the same thing. I could just lay in bed. I had a headache, aching legs, and my friend helped me, and I was looking, you know, I had some hemp oil as well, which is good for joints and soreness and that. I could have just lay in bed all day, but I thought, I've got things to do. I've got things I want to, you know, I'm not working in a job today. This is my time to develop the business ideas that I've got, my energize with my energy coaching. Am I going to lie here in pain and post-pain, or am I going to get up and am I going to keep moving forward? And I made that decision. And as soon as I made it and I showered, yes, I'm sore, but it's not impossible. I'm looking at it, and hey-ho, life goes on, and I am determined and committed to give myself the self-care and move forward from any pain I have, mind, body or soul. And meanwhile, I think I need to let the cat out because that's some big meows. So that is my opening my soul and heart video today.